Two very important events took place today that can greatly affect the lives of ordinary American citizens. Donald Trump is noticeably cautious when discussing abortion, often referring to it simply as the A word due to its significant political impact. Despite attempts by anti-abortion advocates to get him to endorse a 15-week abortion ban, Trump has remained silent on specific policies, with his team stating he thinks the matter should be decided by individual states. This stance became more complicated when Florida, Trump's home state, announced a forthcoming ballot initiative for a constitutional amendment to ensure abortion access. The initiative, opposed by the Florida Republican Party, will appear on the same ballot as Trump, prompting speculation on how he will vote. Trump has not disclosed his stance. His campaign issued a statement on Monday evening emphasizing Trump's belief in life preservation while also supporting the principle of states' rights and voter autonomy in decision-making. Advisors close to Trump suggest he sees no immediate need to take a public position on the Florida initiative, preferring to focus on the legacy of his Supreme Court appointments. These appointments led to the Dobbs-Jackson Women's Health Organization ruling in 2022, which overturned Roe v. Wade and transferred the authority to regulate abortion to states and voters. Trump, who has previously identified as pro-choice, is thought to be steering clear of a definitive stance on abortion not because of past beliefs but due to strategic political reasons. Abortion tends to be a stronger issue for voters leaning towards President Joe Biden, while Trump gains more traction with issues like inflation and immigration. Moreover, Trump attributes the Republican Party's underwhelming performance in the 2022 midterms to its handling of abortion post-Roe, although some critics point to Trump's influence as a contributing factor. Last year, Trump's apparent preference for state-level abortion decisions drew sharp criticism from Marjorie Dannenfelser, president of SBA Pro-Life America, who called his stance morally indefensible for a pro-life advocate and threatened to oppose any candidate not supporting a national 15-week abortion ban. Yet, after a personal meeting at Mar-a-Lago, Trump managed to secure Dannenfelser's support, eventually winning the GOP presidential primary with significant backing from abortion opponents. Today, SBA Pro-Life America aligns with Trump's direction, though his precise stance on abortion remains ambiguous. In an interview last May, Trump suggested Florida's 6-week abortion ban was too harsh, marking his only direct comment on abortion restrictions. He credits himself with advancing the pro-life cause through the overturning of Roe v. Wade, asserting that his leadership was pivotal for setting the stage for any abortion legislation. Since then, Trump's public statements on abortion have largely remained the same. In private, however, he has hinted at supporting a federal 15 or 16-week abortion ban, rationalizing that it's a reasonable limit since the majority of abortions occur before 15 weeks and there's a consensus that fetuses do not feel pain at this stage. Following a leak about his consideration of a 16-week limit, his advisors and campaign team confirmed through polling that his cautious approach to the issue aligns with public sentiment. Trump's advisors report that he's been wrestling with the topic of a 15-week abortion ban, engaging in his typical brainstorming aloud without committing to any specific timeframe. He's been pondering it openly, suggesting he might favor 15 weeks for its popularity or 16 weeks for its symmetry, yet remains undecided. Ultimately, he might prefer leaving the decision to the states, though his stance remains fluid, one advisor remarked. The Trump campaign aims to frame Democrats as extreme, alleging, in a statement, that they support abortion up until the moment of birth and want taxpayers to fund it, a claim opponents call a significant distortion. In contrast, the Biden campaign is pressing Trump for clarity on his abortion stance, accusing him of evading the issue due to fear of electoral backlash from women voters. Biden's statement in February emphasized the expected electoral consequences of Trump's position on women's rights. Trump's reluctance to comment on Florida's proposed abortion amendment isn't out of fear of losing support in the state. Under Trump's leadership, Florida has shifted significantly towards the GOP, with registered Republicans now surpassing Democrats by over 850,000, a stark change from 2008 when Democrats led and Obama clinched the state. This demographic shift suggests that Trump's calculation may not be about Florida's electoral lean but about broader strategic considerations. Ryan Tyson, a Republican pollster from Florida with a track record of accuracy and who worked on DeSantis's presidential campaign, predicts that Trump could secure Florida by a margin exceeding 10 percentage points. His national polls also suggest Trump's cautious approach to the abortion debate is well judged. Donald Trump is aligned with the American populace on this issue, Tyson states. He underscores that Trump's proposal of a 15-week limit on abortion, with certain exceptions, finds broad support, as evidenced by his surveys which show the abortion amendment enjoying a 70% approval rate in Florida. However, social conservatives expressed discontent with Trump's reticence on the ballot initiative, albeit their criticisms remain off-record given Trump's standing as the presumptive GOP nominee. When activists lamented, the issue with Trump is that his base is indifferent to policy matters. Trump's role is more of an entertainer than a policymaker, turning the political landscape into a spectacle akin to the Jerry Springer Show, with the public just tagging along. Despite the favorable polling and trends, Biden's campaign manager, Julie Chavez Rodriguez, released a memo asserting that Florida remains a battleground state for Biden, especially with abortion on the ballot. She attributes Trump's unpopularity in Florida to his stance on issues like a cruel and dangerous abortion ban and economic policies detrimental to seniors. Democrats are hopeful that Florida's abortion amendment could boost voter turnout in Biden's favor. Florida's electorate has a history of supporting liberal initiatives like medical marijuana and anti-gerrymandering laws while voting for Republican candidates, presenting a complex political landscape. Anna Hochkamer from the Florida Women's Freedom Coalition emphasizes that the abortion debate transcends partisan politics, suggesting it's not a straightforward Trump-Biden issue. The architects of the abortion amendment aim to minimize partisan division, as state constitutional amendments in Florida require a 60% majority for passage. The amendment's wording deliberately avoids specifying the number of weeks for abortion bans, instead focusing on viability and the protection of patients' health, without explicitly defining these terms. John Stemberger, associated with the group Florida Voters Against Extremism, criticizes the amendment for its ambiguity, which he claims allows for abortion up until birth, an assertion Hochkamer deems exaggerated. Trump's reluctance to define his position on abortion, especially regarding specific week limits, reflects a strategic avoidance of alienating either side of the debate. His advisors reveal that Trump prefers to stay away from specifying week limits to avoid backlash from all sides, a testament to the divisive nature of the issue.